Alright guys, here at Battalion Motorsports, so we did get our 2015 F-150. So we're going to be doing the XTF build now. We're working on the back end because we're still waiting on our parts from powder coating. I got little Jameson here. We're going to be taking all our panels off, cutting the bed side, so follow along.
Alright, and now with an 8mm, you're going to remove the taillights off both sides. Other way, push this way. Next one, down here.
How about you do that
You
one?
want to do that one? All right.
Alright, so the bed rail's off, taillight's off. We're going to get our gas filler. There's a 10mm bolt, and behind is a couple plastic tabs.
I got the weight off of
And then Jameson, what do we do with the bolt? Exactly. Okay. Oh, this is going. You see the flashlight, Jameson? All right, now we got the clips out. You just give it a pull. Pops right out. All you have to do is push these 4 clips in with a screwdriver or pick, and it'll pop right out.
Okay, right now we're going to remove the bumper next. There is 6 21mm nuts, 3 per side. Okay, for our particular truck, because we don't have a factory hitch, we have an aftermarket hitch. It only has 2 bolts and nuts per side. One here and one here.
Guys, I don't need to. But you can go faster. Let me have that.
All right, now we're on to the next step where we test fit the rear fender. As you can see, once you have the bumper removed, it pops over top, and you will follow factory vibes directions on where you need to cut. As you can see, it doesn't fit quite right there. It's a heck of a lot wider, and some trimming needed here, but it gives you the gist of how much wider these things will be.
side trimmed to cut. We're going to cut all these spot welds. And then all the way up around here, take this whole half arch out. And I just did a little bit of work right here. So we took a grinder, grinded the heads off the rivets. It pops right off, remove the 10mm nut. Now you could also grind them or drill them out. And it just falls right out. See what I'm doing this. I'm going to run down along here. Okay. End up with that. I'm going to run a strip down here. I'm going to do a strip there. Okay. Alright, let's see. From the top of this pocket here, I'm going to come back. I'm going to use my finger, figure out about where it is there. Okay. I'm going to come down like this. Okay. Come back down to about where this notch is right here. Okay, and then we'll come back up.
the panel alignment adjuster tool. I'm going to bring this out of it. This is for clearance for the tail light, because the tail light is now going to be approximately 5/8 of an inch wider out. And the plug on the back of the tail light can interfere with this. So we might as well just do this right now. Here. This is all supposed to go basically right to about that. Now, that's done. Now I can get a more accurate line here. And I can come off of the other bit. So we're going to have to come up here. This would be clearance for the tail. Good. I'm going to work with all that. Nice. That's where that's going to be. So I need you to come over here.
So what we did, we measured 1 inch in from the edge of the bed to this line. And we started from the leading edge and measured 1 inch from there. And every 4 inches is where we're going to be drilling our pilot holes for the rivets.
Alright, so we have all the rear bumper parts on the table. We have Joanne and Don with us. Joanne and Don are going to be showing you on each step of the parts to install the rear bumper, to install multiple pieces. We use the Factory 5 parts as part of the rear bumper for the factory truck. Let's get it together on this table. So, wait 1 second. You did it wrong. So as you can see, we have our factory old bumper pieces that we're removing to replace it with the Factory 5 new end pieces. So as Don is assembling them, we'll start to assemble them onto the new frame.